Hey guys, today let's talk about Project Atom, a new artificial intelligence system that claims it's 50 times faster than comparable already state-of-the-art systems produced by the likes of Google. Let's check it out. The result of extensive research and development, Microsoft has unveiled Project Atom, what they're calling the future of artificial intelligence. Atom can look at any image and identify it. In fact, its image classifier is so advanced that it can differentiate between a Pembroke and Cardigan Gorgie, two ridiculously similar dogs with only very slight differences. Now you may be telling yourself that image classification is old news and maybe even a tad moribund. But Atom is twice as accurate and uses 30 times fewer computers than other comparable systems. What's even more impressive is that while similar artificial intelligence systems are moving to massively parallel GPU computing, Atom uses plain old CPUs in Microsoft's cloud Azure servers. If you're not interested yet, stay tuned because we're going to get into how Atom works and how it's staggeringly similar to the way our brain functions. The immense neural network in our brain processes our thoughts across trillions of connections and synapses. This is how our brain functions, and we can learn languages, look at things with certain subtleties, and speak our mind. Before I get into how Atom works, I want you guys to watch this video courtesy of Microsoft that explains the concept of deep learning.
Shaped by millions of years of evolution, our brains are finished booting up just a few years after birth. We recognize subtle differences in the things we see. We understand spoken language. We speak our minds. And we read and write. This is possible because of the immense neural network in our brains. The vast interconnected system of neurons that processes our thoughts across trillions of connections. Deep learning draws inspiration from how the brain learns to train software to perform human activities. Using massive amounts of training data and loads of computing power, deep learning is able to recognize speech, interpret and classify images, and read documents, some of the first steps towards true artificial intelligence.
So now that you have a basic understanding of deep learning, let's get into how Atom processes all this information. We begin with pristine synthetic neurons represented virtually by software. You then expose these neurons to a huge database. In this case, it's images, almost over 14 million with over 22,000 object categories. Clever training algorithms then form connections between the synthetic neurons to represent each category. Then, say you put a new image through the camera of your smartphone, for example, and it will percolate through the neural network and find the right classification. Neural systems are pretty accurate this way. Facebook, for example, has a system that is as accurate as humans at matching faces. So Atom claims it's 50 times faster overall than any other state-of-the-art system, but it's a tad silly to assume that Google hasn't made any improvements to its system since 2012, so I think these numbers should be taken with a little grain of salt. However, Atom is so fast because it uses hogwild, a new method of computing that prevents locking in favor of increased parallelism. Basically, in a modern multi-threaded system, resources are locked to ensure that only one thread can use that any one resource at one time. This prevents collision so programs don't write to the same region of RAM, but this also prevents maximum efficiency from being utilized. Hogwild gets rid of the locking, which massively increases the throughput of multi-threaded parallelism. So far, Project Atom's only use is an internal smartphone app, and while it has obvious applications, this type of technology isn't going to change the world on its own, and it surely isn't Microsoft's end goal. But that's a video for another time. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.